Today's episode of Building on a Budget, doing a pipe boot for a Weatherhead. Solar seal, black metal, black solar seal. Do not use silicone, do not use construction adhesive, use solar seal. I got this from Line Metal Roofing, Piney Flats, Tennessee, respectively. Now that's a little much to start with, but you want about a 1/4 inch bead all the way around and try to center these ridges. There's a little light there. I'm a pig when it comes to caulking or paint, so please excuse the mess. Now what I do is I run a bead up one side of the seam like this, seal her in there. Try not to get your hands in it. Such an odd spot right there on the lap, but I believe she'll work. Your split boot come with buttons. And these buttons correspond with those holes, and the keeper is already in there. So take the side that I've put my bead of solar seal on and try not to get it all frickin' over me. She's buttoned up there. Like I said, I'm a pig, y'all. I just can't keep clean for nothing. I might as well just come to work dirty. Buttons pop pretty easy and they don't tend to come out. Now what I'll do is I'll start here, and then I'll hit here, and I'll walk up on the corners, and then I'll roll this after I put my screws in. But I establish where it needs to be first, so it's nice and square right there. Don't squeeze it down too tight. There's such thing as over tightening this stuff. That's a real soft boot. This screw will go right here closest to the ridge. See how that rolls just like that? I can take one and put right here, and we can call it a day on that. I've seen people walk them up the ridges. It's just totally unnecessary. Nice little bead of solar seal pop out there. We'll walk this to the corner here. Specs say every 1/2 inch. I get good results out of 3/4 or thereabouts. It's not really it could be the amount of caulk I use. Well, not caulk, but solar seal rather. So I'll come up here behind it. I'll lock this sucker in place here. Oops. If you don't do it at least once, then you're not roofing. See how that thing rolled right across that ridge? No muss, no fuss. This is the boring part, y'all, sorry. But it's a necessary thing. I scoot them just a little bit closer on the top, because really that's where all the water's coming from, per physics. And if you're just hitting metal, this roof has been slatted, so you don't want to pull it through your metal, because you're threading the metal as you go. But if you just keep hitting that trigger, you bust the threads you just made. See? You bust the threads you just made, then you got a loose screw. See, that's just plain metal. That's not no wood behind it. You see how the metal popped back up and down? That is the telltale sign of just being metal. Nice little squeeze out. I'm not having to kill it. The last one. Nice little squeeze out. Now, this is the only leak I've ever had. It was around a pipe boot I didn't seal. And it wasn't a weatherhead, it was a stink pipe or a vent pipe for the bathroom. And you would think, as tight as that thing is around the top, that it wouldn't matter. But it does. Very much so. Nice little messy 1/4 inch bead around the top. And there you have it. Weatherhead pipe boot.